We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. Jones has it. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Diggs going in motion right. Again, it's Murray. And some room to maneuver. Murray with a nice move. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Play action. It's Keenum. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 2nd and goal to go now. Again, it's Murray. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Keenum going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I better raise my voice a little bit here, because one thing we can already tell, even in the 1st year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
And Forbath will put this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl, you're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons,
see if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Freeman again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And now running right through it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
They'll run here with Freeman. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now, before this next series gets going here offensively, what about that Saints-Vikings game?
There's so many different ways we can go and so many comments we can start with, but I hope you don't mind me starting with this one. Never in the history of the NFL, all right, did we ever think that Drew Brees could lead a team that scores and leaves just 29 seconds on the clock, and he left too much time for Case Keenum. Think about that.
Yeah, and
right?
just the end of that game, you know, we say it all the time, but you live for those moments. Now, you also got to remember, for the Saints, and we're thinking about the Vikings, for the Saints, what heartbreak.
Heartbreak for Marcus Williams, especially the safety. People are going to identify him as the key. But there's one thing to keep in mind. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end for the Vikings, ran about a 7-yard route, and someone from the Saints defense jumped him and actually weakened the back end of that defense and left it in a 2-on-2 situation, and the Vikings took advantage of it.
One we'll be talking about for years. On first down, Keenum. Open here, Adam Thielen. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories I've heard in 2017 NFL.
Here's Keenum now on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. To throw is Keenum. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On first down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Keenum. He completes it to Treadwell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw on second down is Keenum. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Detroit! Set! Move, line it! All right, now, look at 56.
Third and long. It's Keenum. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Linval Joseph in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Sherrills. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's got room. Murray has the 1st down and more. Murray, strong running. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Murray. 49 yards on the ground. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Keenum. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And Forbath will put this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
23 yards on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ryan on 1st down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw again is Ryan. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Time running out here on the play clock. They go with Murray again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Diggs going in motion right. They're going to run it with Murray. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards to go here on second down. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.